Listen to me, and listen carefully. The world is a chessboard, and most people are pawns. They're moved by hands they can't see, sacrificed in games they don't understand, and told to be grateful for their place on the board. They're taught to react, to chase, to plead for a better position. But you were never meant to be a pawn. Deep in your soul, you feel it, that burning whisper that says, "This isn't my game to play." And you're right. You're not a player. You are the architect, the one who designs the entire board, who understands the rules so deeply that they can create their own. I'm not talking about cheap tricks or empty power plays. I'm talking about forging a mind so sharp, a spirit so grounded, and a will so absolute that the world has no choice but to bend to your vision. This isn't about outsmarting people for a fleeting win. This is about building a reality where you are untouchable, where your peace is your fortress and your silence is your cannon. If you're ready to stop being a piece in someone else's game, then absorb these 5 rules. Carve them into your heart. Live by them, because this is the code that separates the forgotten from the forces of nature. Rule 1. Master your inner atmosphere. Think of your emotional state as the weather inside of you. For most people, it's a chaotic storm. A flicker of disrespect brings thunder. A hint of uncertainty brings a freezing fog. Fear creates a hurricane that wrecks everything they've built. And they spend their entire lives reacting to this inner chaos, blaming the wind and the rain. An architect does not control the weather. They build a shelter so strong the storm becomes irrelevant. You must learn to become the sky, not the clouds. The sky doesn't fight the storm. It holds it. It allows the thunder and lightning to pass without being broken by them. Mastering your inner atmosphere isn't about feeling nothing. It's about feeling everything and choosing to be moved by nothing that does not serve your purpose. When someone disrespects you, the old you would ignite with rage. The architect observes. They see the insecurity behind the insult. They see the weakness in the person who needs to throw stones. They don't get angry. They gather data, and they decide with icy clarity whether a response is even necessary. Most of the time, it isn't. Your power is not in your reaction, it's in your deliberate, calculated response. It's in that sacred pause between stimulus and action. In that pause, you find your freedom. While everyone else is being swept away by their emotional tides, you stand like a mountain, calm, centered, and immovable. People who can control your emotions can control you. If they know what makes you angry, they own you. If they know what makes you insecure, they have the keys to your decisions. Take back the keys. Become the silent master of your own soul. The storm can rage, but inside your fortress, there is only peace. That peace is your ultimate weapon. Rule 2. Become the student of every room. In any room you enter, stop trying to be the most interesting person and start being the most observant. The world is addicted to noise, to proving its own intelligence, to broadcasting every thought. This is a critical error. It's like a general shouting his battle plans to the enemy. The true architect listens, they watch, they absorb. They say less than necessary and learn more than anyone thinks possible. When you are silent, you become a mirror. People will project their own intentions, their fears, and their weaknesses onto you. While they're talking, they're giving you everything you need to know. They're showing you their hand, but your cards remain hidden. Learn to read the unspoken language, the flicker of an eye, the hesitation in a voice, the energy shift when a certain name is mentioned. This is the real conversation, the one happening beneath the surface, the one most people are too busy talking to ever hear. Your knowledge becomes your gravity. People won't know why, but they will be drawn to you. They will feel your weight, your substance. When you speak little, every word you utter lands with the force of a hammer. It's not about being mysterious for the sake of it. It's about being so full of understanding that you don't need to speak to feel powerful. Consume knowledge relentlessly. Read about history, psychology, strategy, art. Understand how systems work, how power moves, and how human nature operates. Your mind is the ultimate asset. Make it a library, not a stage. When the time comes to speak, your words will not be opinions, they will be conclusions, precise, insightful, and devastatingly effective. They won't wonder if you're smart, they will know you are wise. And there is nothing more dominant than quiet wisdom in a world full of loud opinions. Rule 3. Let your actions announce your arrival. The world is tired of promises, it's deaf to declarations. The currency of the architect is not words, it is completed work. Stop telling people about the empire you are going to build. Disappear and build it. In a world of loud proclamations, the most powerful move is a silent result. Let your success be the only announcement you ever need to make. Most people are trapped in a cycle of seeking permission. They look for a sign, a mentor's approval, a guarantee from the universe. They wait. And while they wait, the architects are laying bricks in the dark. They move with precision because their vision is clear. They don't need a cheerleader because their purpose is their fuel. Embrace the silence of preparation. Love the lonely hours when no one is watching, when it's just you and the work. That is where you are forged. That is where you separate yourself from the 99%. While they are broadcasting their process for validation, you are mastering your craft in sacred solitude. Think of an iceberg. The world only sees the 10% that shines above the water, the visible success. They don't see the 90% below, the brutal hours, the failures, the relentless discipline that provides all the stability and power. Be the 90%. When you finally emerge, you won't need to knock on doors. Your reputation, built on tangible results, will precede you. The doors will already be open. People don't argue with a finished product. They don't question a mountain. They simply acknowledge its presence. Move with a quiet confidence that says, I have already done the work. Don't ask for a seat at the table. Build your own damn table and decide who gets to sit with you. That is the way of the architect. Rule 4. Treat scars as maps. You will fail. You will be betrayed. You will have your heart broken. Your plans will crumble into dust. This is not a possibility, it is a promise. Life will throw its best shots at you, designed to make you kneel. And in those moments, a pawn sees a wound. An architect sees a map. Every setback, every scar, every moment of pain is a lesson carved into your being. It's a guide showing you where the path was weak, where your foundation needed strengthening, where your strategy was flawed. Do not curse your scars. Read them. They are your most valuable intelligence, paid for in blood and tears. The defeated are defined by their pain. They live in the story of what happened to them. The architect is refined by it. They study the wreckage, extract the wisdom, and rebuild, not the same structure, but a stronger one, wiser, more resilient. When you lose, don't lose the lesson. Ask yourself, what did this pain come to teach me? What weakness did this failure reveal? How can I alchemize this darkness into fuel? This transforms you from a victim to a strategist. You start to understand that life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. Every closed door is redirecting you to a better one. Every betrayal is teaching you to trust your own instincts more deeply. Every failure is sharpening you into a more effective weapon. People who have never been broken are brittle. They shatter at the first sign of pressure. But you will be made of welded steel, forged in fire. You will have a quiet strength that unnerves people, a calm that comes from knowing you've already survived the worst. Don't just bounce back, evolve forward. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are the undeniable proof that you are still here and you are harder to kill than ever. Rule 5. Be formless, like water. Predictability is a cage. If people know your patterns, they can lay traps for you. They know how you'll react, what you'll chase, and what you'll fear. They will use your own habits against you. The ultimate form of freedom and dominance is to be formless. Be like water. Water can be gentle, or it can be a tsunami. It can carve through rock, not with brute force, but with relentless persistence. It fits any container you put it in, but it is never truly contained. It has no single shape, and therefore, it cannot be broken. Apply this to your life. Break your own patterns before others can use them against you. If you are always loud, learn the power of silence. If you are always agreeable, learn to stand your ground with unshakable resolve. Respond to provocation with calm. Respond to praise with humility. They expect you to chase, so you stand still. They expect you to fight, so you walk away. They expect you to break, so you build. This isn't about being inconsistent, it's about being adaptable and strategic. Your actions should be guided by your mission, not by your habits or the expectations of others. You move not by impulse, but by intention. When people can no longer predict you, they can no longer control you. They become hesitant, uncertain, and in that uncertainty, you create the space you need to move, to build, to win on your own terms. You operate on a plane they cannot comprehend. Let go of the need to be understood. The architect's plans are not meant for public review. Let them call you distant, strange, or changed. Let them wonder. Their confusion is a sign that you are no longer playing by their rules. You are moving with the fluid, unstoppable power of nature itself. These are the rules of the architect. Master your inner world. Become a silent student of reality. Let your work speak for you. Trim your deepest wounds into your greatest wisdom, and move with the unpredictable grace of a force of nature. Do this, and you will stop seeing rivals and start seeing a world of possibilities. You will stop fighting for a position and start creating your own universe. You will carry a presence that requires no announcement and a power that needs no proof. The world doesn't belong to the loudest. It belongs to the architects, the ones building in silence, whose blueprints are drawn in focus, discipline, and unbreakable will. Now go and build.